All right, let's go ahead and get into the news and notes.
News and notes from around the league.
Thursday's always an interesting news day because you have kind of borderline, information on these players, but you don't have the Friday news and the Thursday practice reports yet. So we don't know definitively about some injuries, but we kind of give you the update for them. One guy we do know definitively about is Mr. Sammy Watkins, ruled out for week number 7. Does any fantasy team care right now?
Not at this point. I can't imagine there's anyone who was
with all the
hanging on the edge for Sammy Watkins.
With all the bye weeks, I know that I've got him on a couple of teams, and it's like I really could have used you, but it's probably good news for him because I believe their bye week is next week. I could be wrong about that, but I believe it is true. So this will give him some good time to rest up, come back strong.
Well, and Tyrod Taylor's been sat down too.
Yeah, he's out.
He's out.
And Percy Harvin is out.
He's out.
The Bills.
And I really liked Robert Woods as kind of a streamer. I still do for this week, but EJ Manuel's going to be behind center. Is there any way you stream EJ Manuel?
Oh, well, maybe.
What?
Maybe.
Okay.
All right. I guess we're going to get to that.
Yeah.
Ridiculously. NFL Network, we're going to talk some of the injuries for tonight. The report is that Carlos Hyde is going to give it a go tonight on Thursday Night Football. Anquan Boldin also has a hamstring injury. He's a gamer. He'll probably play, but he is, just bear that in mind if you have another option. Generally, if you have Anquan Boldin, you have another option. That's probably in the same category as Anquan Boldin. So,
and also just bear in mind, if Anquan Boldin does not go, you have to downgrade Colin Kaepernick even more, in my opinion.
Yeah, is there any chance that the 49ers win the game tonight?
Yeah, absolutely. There's a chance.
It's in San Francisco, right?
Yeah, and it's just division games. Wacky things happen.
Also,
in division
that's
games.
good because I'm facing the Seattle D in one of my leagues. I just wanted some hope.
Yeah, that would be great if the Niners would win, but they probably won't. That being said, Seattle has not been good against the tight end. Vernon Davis has practiced in full this week. So, if you're hurting for a tight end, he's a decent stream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
out. I'm out.
I'm out, too.
Yeah. So, Carlos Williams did not make the trip to London. We know that. Another Bills guy that is not playing this week.
It's Shady McCoy time.
I know.
I still feel like Carlos Williams is a good guy to grab right now and put on your roster.
Yeah, I noticed.
I agree.
I noticed.
Did you bid for him too?
Yeah.
Outbid you?
I was the only person that bid on him, and you outbid me in one of the leagues.
Very nice.
Yeah, very nice. Big Ben. What do we know about Big Ben this week? Is he going to go?
Big Ben practiced on Wednesday and said that he was relatively pain-free, and so it sounds like for the introductory practice, everything went well. There was no setbacks. I expect him to play because Big Ben is a big, tough man who plays after motorcycle accidents and things like that. So I think he plays, and maybe that's just the Antonio Brown owner in me who is begging Big Ben to play, even though I think Landry Jones is an upgrade for Antonio Brown over Michael Vick. But Big Ben coming back would be a monster upgrade for Antonio Brown.
That's what I was going to ask you. What is the impact across the board with Big Ben?
Oh my goodness, it's humongous.
Even if he's, is he going to be the same guy?
I don't care.
Week 1
against the Kansas City secondary.
Yeah,
I mean that's just the juiciest matchup to come back for. Big Ben would terrorize those guys with Martavis Bryant back in the lineup and Antonio Brown. Everybody
you see how mad Antonio Brown was when the ball bounced off his shoe?
Yeah.
It was just kind of
that
like...
because that was like a culmination of...
I know. It was like, this is not going to... I'm not going to put up any numbers
The guy's
tonight.
working hard to get open, and he's getting open, and
yet they went 2-1 without Ben.
Yeah. Good job, Arizona. Oh, yeah.
So, it's been a while. But the tweets started rolling in on Fred Jackson.
Oh.
Because... for some strange reason, this keeps happening. Is he
sorry,
okay?
Fred Jackson.
Is he all right?
Yes, he's already been looked over by medical staff after his car crash leaving practice.
Shame on TMZ coming out right away and saying, "Oh, it's a drag racing incident between the guys."
Yeah, and then the police investigated, said no,
not at all.
Drag. But that's already out there. Yeah, like you said, good work, TMZ.
They're TMZ. Like, that's what they do.
I understand, but you got to be careful about that stuff. You can't just throw misinformation out because you want to be first. It's ridiculous. But Fred Jackson was looked over by the medical team and cleared, and he's good to go.
Excuse me. I've got that Back to the Future.
Malaria?
Yeah. All right, so anything else? Big news. D-Jax did not practice. We know he had a setback. He's probably not going to play. Dez is 50-50 to play.
Yeah, right.
All right, Jeremy Maclin sat out of practice, yet to pass the concussion protocol. We'll have more information on Dez and him and other guys tomorrow when we do our in and out segment. Giants coach Tom Coughlin said ODB will not practice on Thursday. I'm not worried about that.
Everything says that he will still play.
We've seen the same exact thing happen with Julio for many weeks where he is not practicing and then he plays. And like I said, Carlos Hyde should be good to go tonight against the Seahawks. Not exactly a juicy matchup for a guy who's been kind of getting the carries but just not doing that much with them.
Yeah, and that upgrade you get when Bobby Wagner is out, like we saw for Jonathan Stewart, I believe Bobby Wagner is back.
Yes,
so
he was back at practice.
Goodbye running advantage against Seattle.